All right, so tonight I chose to do the class around the chimes. So it's also called the penetrating vessel. In TCM, we have 8 extraordinary vessels alongside the 12 yin and yang channels. And these ones aren't connected to any specific organs like solo. They actually connect a couple of the organ systems together. So this one is going to cover different parts of the body. So it covers the perineum, the abdomen, the chest, the throat, the lips, and the bottom of the foot, as well as the eyes. And then the medial, so the inside aspects of the lower extremities of our legs, and as well the spinal column. So it kind of creates a little triangle down here and then comes up along here and then just goes out and wraps up around the lips and then comes up to the eyes. It's connected to the kidney channel, the Ren channel, the Du channel, the stomach and the liver channels. So it's connected to all those different organs and meridians. And it's considered the sea of blood, so it helps to regulate and store the blood. So it has to do with all things blood. So if you have conditions of like blood deficiencies, menstrual abnormalities, infertility, even things such as like abdominal cramps or trouble breathing, it's one to work with. And it also helps to prevent the counterflow. So even hiccups are considered like rebellious chi, because a lot of times for the lung chi, you want it to descend down, but sometimes it'll try to ascend, and it just helps kind of regulate everything to go in its proper directions. So throughout the practice, we're gonna focus on a couple points, and I'm gonna come around with some of the acutonic toning forks and just hit those points that help to open up the channel and also regulate the flow of movement in the channel. So if you don't want me to touch you with the tuning forks, let me know, but okay. So we're gonna just start by grounding into the space. So we can lower our gaze or close our eyes, and just taking a couple moments here to find a connection into the space that we are right now. And start to imagine roots coming out from the base of your spine and going down into the earth, traveling down through the rocks, through the dirt, traveling all the way down into the center of the earth, to that warm magma. And just imagine those roots starting to kind of grow around that center of the earth and creating a connection. Feeling connected to the earth and grounded here. And now focusing on the top of your head. So we call this Do 20. It's right between our ears and up on the top of our head. Imagining that almost opening up like a funnel and allowing all the energy of the heavens and the universe, and allowing that energy along with that cleansing, clearing light of whatever color you feel connected to today. And imagine that light coming down through that funnel, funneling down through your crown, letting that light cleanse and clear anything that no longer serves you today. Cleansing and clearing down through your third eye, right between your eyebrows. Cleansing and clearing through your throat. Cleansing and clearing into your heart space. Cleansing and clearing out into your hands. Letting that white light just shine out through your fingertips here. And cleansing and clearing down through your abdomen, through your solar plexus, your sacral chakra. Seeing your whole body just fill up with that light, and cleansing and clearing down through your roots, down and out through your legs, and sending that light down into the earth along with what you gathered up to clear out, as the earth will know what to do to turn that into something that it can use. And now take a moment to ask the earth for some of her grounding energy, and feeling that energy sending up through that root system that you've created and that connection to her center. Rooting and grounding up through your legs, rooting and grounding into your abdomen area, rooting and grounding into your heart space, rooting and grounding into your throat, rooting and grounding into your third eye, and rooting and grounding all the way into your crown. And as those energies have intertwined inside the cleansing light energy that had went from the cosmos and the earth energy coming up, imagine them mixing together and coming out through your crown and creating a luminescent bubble. This bubble expands around your whole auric field, protecting you from any outside energies from getting in, and just keeping you whole and clean and clear on the inside. And this bubble can be any color that you feel connected to right now. And keeping this bubble with you as we practice and move throughout our poses today, and perhaps with the rest of your week. And while we're connected here, taking a moment just to tap into where your breath is at today. Maybe it's a little fast or slow, and not really attaching on to any one descriptor, but just noticing where it's at right now, not changing it. Now taking a moment to bring our awareness up into our mind today. Noticing any thoughts that are popping up. And again, not attaching to any one specific thought, but just allowing them to be as if they're clouds passing by. Now coming up into your emotions. Notice where you're feeling today, what you're feeling today. Just feeling into that. Again, not attaching to any one specific emotion, but just letting it all flow. Now take your awareness to your soul, your spirit, whatever you like to call it, the part of you that makes you, you. And just making a connection with that part of yourself. And once you feel that strong connection with that part of yourself, perhaps coming into an intention for your practice today or for your weekend ahead. Once you have that intention, just stating it quietly to yourself, considering it already so. Taking a deep inhale in through your nose and exhale out through your mouth, dropping into the space of the here and now. You can slowly start to bat your eyes open. We're going to start in a bound angle pose. So we're just going to take the bottoms of our feet to touch out in front of us, and we can have them as far or as close in that feels comfortable to us today. We're just going to use this pose as a space for our breath work. So if it feels comfortable, you can take your blocks and you can plug them underneath your knees. If you want to prop your hips up, you can take a blanket and prop up onto that, finding what feels comfortable to you today. And we're today for the practice, I had pulled a mudra card that felt called to what we needed to work on today. And I pulled the Yoni mudra. So this assists with inner cycles as well as fluidity, and it kind of seemed like it went very well with the Chiang Mai as well, with the, regulating the flows. So benefits, it's going to help support reproductive as well as urinary health. And then it also eases any menstrual, PMS, or menopausal symptoms. And it directs the breath down into the sacrum, as well as the lower back and pelvis, which is a part of the Chiang Mai that is a high focus on our practice today as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our fingers, the palms will come together, and our pinky, ring, and middle finger are going to intertwine, and they're going to point downwards on the inside. Perfect. Our pointer finger is going to touch, as well as our thumb, and these are going to form like a diamond shape. Beautiful. And we're going to turn that upside down and have the thumb facing up, and it's just going to come right in front of our pelvis here. And we're just going to hold this, rolling our shoulders back, relaxing that right into that space. And we're going to do a little diaphragmatic breathing. So we're just going to inhale in through our nose, sending the breath all the way down into our pelvis area, and exhaling out through our mouth, releasing it all, feeling our abdomen come back to meet our spine. Taking that deep inhale in through our nose, bringing all that air all the way down into our lower belly, and exhaling out through the mouth, releasing the abdomen, our belly button to meet our spine. Taking that breath a couple times at your own breath's pace. And while we're here, we can focus on the mantra that comes with this mudra. I open to the divine feminine within me. I open to the divine feminine within me. If you feel like your legs are starting to tense up, just sending some breath into those spaces and letting those legs fall out to the sides. Feeling that support of your blocks here. Feeling your spine lifted straight up towards the sky as if you have a string from the base all the way out through your crown, lifting you up. I open to the divine feminine within me. I open to the fine, divine feminine within me. On your next exhale, start to release the mudra, shaking out your hands out to the side if that feels good. Bolster on the side. And we're going to end up coming into them. So if it feels right to have one on top of the other, or if you just want the block, that works too. We're going to use that as a rest for our elbow. So inhaling, lengthening up through our spine. Inhaling our arms up overhead. Hinging at our hips and letting our left elbow come onto that block or bolster. That right arm is going to go up in rainbow overhead. Finding a comfortable space here, so maybe you're up a little higher or lower, whatever feels best for you in this pose. And try to open up through your chest, letting that hand just fall over. Sometimes it feels good to let that hand, our head rest into that hand so we can bend that right elbow. Or you can just keep it out back, lengthening up through our spine. Inhaling our arms up and overhead. Exhaling, starting to teeter over to the right, letting that right elbow fall on that block. Maybe our head comes into our right hand. That left arm comes up and overhead like a rainbow over us. Rolling that shoulder, left shoulder back to the back of the room and really opening up through our chest here. Taking those deep breaths, sending the air all the way down into the lowest part of our bellies. And exhaling out through the mouth fully. Noticing if there's any tension spots here and just sending the breath to those spaces. I'm gonna come around in front of us and shake them out the other side this time. Maybe a slight little massage to the tops of the thighs or the sides of the thighs. And we're gonna go ahead and take our legs back out to that wide-legged fold here. And we can take our bolster and place it in the center. We can pile our blocks up on top of it as well. because we're going to be working our way down. So whatever height feels right to you. Maybe taking some of the fleshy part of our bottoms out so that our sacrum is sitting flat on the earth. We can have a slight bend into our knees here. Rolling our shoulders back, lengthening up through our spine. And start to walk your hands forward to your edge. Maybe you move the blocks a little further out to just so that your forehead can rest on the blocks lightly. Your arms can, palms facing up on your bolster. Breathing again deep down into the belly here. Exhaling fully out through the mouth. And when you're ready, go ahead and push your knees away from you, letting your bottoms of your feet come to land on the mat. Your knees are still bent here. The bottoms of your feet come to touch up to your bottom. Rolling your shoulders down into the mat here. Making sure your block is close by. Taking a deep inhale and exhale, releasing into the earth, feeling the support of the earth holding you here. With your hands on the outsides of your hips and your shoulders pressing into the mat, we're slowly going to lift our sacrum up first, pressing into our feet. Our lower back slowly starts to follow vertebrae by vertebrae, coming up into our bridge pose here. And we can take that block, and depending on which setting you want, we're going to pop that right underneath the sacrum. So we want it to be almost as if we're sitting flat. Our sacrum's flatly sitting on top of the block. You want this to feel good. And go ahead and just release any tension that you felt in your glutes. Just using that block in the earth as your support network here. Really melting into this pose. Maybe your hands fall out to the sides, palms facing up in a receiving position. Again, keeping with those deep diaphragmatic breathing, deep into the belly and fully out through the mouth. I'm going to come around and get some acupressure on your Ren 7. So that's going to be right on the chest underneath our belly button. And this point is a meeting point of the Ren vessel as well as the Chong Mai and the kidneys. So it's going to help benefit the lower abdomen as well as the pelvic region. Point to help to spread the liver chi. It also benefits the chest, and it connects, it's the meeting point of the kidney and the Chong meridian. Using our core strength here to lift our knees back up to center. Taking that bolster, switching it over to the other side. Inhaling here And taking that right hand on top of our left knee and just pressing those knees over to the right side. Releasing them into that bolster. Gazing over that left arm. When you're ready, using that core strength again to lift your knees back up to center. Breathing deep here. Taking any final poses that your body feels that it needs. Maybe a happy baby pose, maybe a plow pose. And then when you're ready, coming into your Savasana, your legs can come out to the sides. Your hands can fall to the earth, out on the outsides of you. Rolling those shoulders down into the mat. And taking the deepest inhale that perhaps you've taken all day. And on your exhale, just let something go, let everything go, and just releasing down into the earth. Bending into your joints, your elbows, your knees. When you're ready, rolling over onto one side. Taking a moment with that upper hand just to make that connection once again into the earth. Maybe sending some gratitude to your body, to the earth. Taking a moment here for yourself. And when you're ready, using that upper hand to press you back up into a comfortable seat when you're ready. Taking another inhale, this time imagine gathering all the love and light out there in the universe, bringing it all in to meet between your palms. Your pinky and your thumb touch, the other fingers come out into a lotus mudra here. Letting that energy channel through you, bringing that down to your crown. May I see clearly with the love and light that is in the universe. Taking an inhale here. Exhaling, bringing those hands down to your lips. May I speak clearly with love and light from my heart. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale, let those fingers touch all one another, and exhaling the palms down to our hearts. May your heart always feel connected to the earth and loved by all that is. Together, we are all one. Taking a moment to thank your body for all it's done and all it continues to do for you. And taking a bow of gratitude here. The pericardium 6. Yeah, the pericardium is thought as like the heart protector. Yeah. So that's the one that usually takes the hits. So it's usually the one that we try to work with the most because the heart's kind of so protected. Yeah. But I love that point. So if you're ever feeling like nauseous or kind of like anxious, that's a good one. It's just like literally 2 fingertips from your wrist, and you can just go ahead and massage right in the center of your wrist. And it's really good to just kind of calm you down.
This makes sense because I sell those
Yes.
motion sickness bands, and I always wondered why.
They use acupuncture.
Okay. This makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the poses for this. All about like.
Yeah, thank you. It's nice to see you again. I hope you have a good rest of your night and enjoy your weekend off.
Yes. Hopefully you have a weekend off too.
I do. Yes, I do. Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah, there's this event at this spot called the Desert Phoenix. The name always escapes me. It's basically a cactus and plant nursery, and they bring in cool like ancestral crafts and teachings and workshops. So they're doing like a whole day of, there's gonna be like bead making, there's gonna be fire making, permaculture classes. So I'm excited to do that.